Right, so this is question 3.5 from the June 2021 question paper. This is the first playlist of analytical geometry that we're doing. We're focusing on the process. How do you go about answering math questions, analytical geometry? If you missed the previous videos in this playlist, make sure you watch them, especially the first one, because that's where we analyze the structure. This one, we analyze it so that going through the questions becomes much more easy for us. And I've written all the other answers to the other questions we've done so far. 3.5 says calculate the coordinates of t, right? You have to go to t. We have to figure out what is t. And remember, in the first video in this playlist, we figured out that, okay, t is just a y-intercept. On which line? On RM. It's just a y-intercept on RM, right? And they could have just said calculate the y-intercept of RM, but that would make the question too easy. They want to make sure that you know your analysis, you know how to look at a diagram, and you'll be like, oh, t is the y-intercept of RM. And most of us know how to find the y-intercept of a line. So let's just remind ourselves, for those who forgot. The y-intercept means that that's the point where x is equals to 0, right? At t here, x is equals to 0, but we need the equation Rm to substitute the 0 in. So let's find Rm. As always, we know that we have y minus y1 is equals to mx minus x1. We need the gradient, right? And remember also from the statement that this line here is parallel to this one, which means our gradient for Rm is what? Negative 1 over 2. Lines that are parallel have the same gradient. So we're going to say, okay, y minus y1, let's take it step by step, is equals to negative 1/2 x minus x1. And you can, write a reason for them here so that they know that you know what you're talking about. You can say, you told me that QL and MR, let's say LQ is parallel to, how did they say it exactly? LQ is parallel to RM, right? They said it right here. Again, if you missed the first video in this playlist, make sure you check it out. So now we can move on. We have to substitute a point which is on MR. So this point right here, the point that we calculated previously, 6, -4, is on that line. So we're going to sub 6, -4. If you're not sure how we got this, you can check out the second video in this playlist. So y minus, we're substituting this -4 here, so we're going to have -4, the minus and the other minus, is equals to -1 over 2 x minus 6, right? And then we're just distributing y plus 4 is equals to 1/2 over 2x. That's going to be plus 3, and then we're going to transpose the 4. That's a fancy way of saying let's take the 4 and move it to the other side. We're going to have y is equals to -1 over 2x plus 3 minus 4. Y is equals to -1/2 x minus 1, right? We're not done because they didn't ask us for the equation of the line RM. They asked us for the t here. They need to know what t is, and we know that, we just have to, t is a y-intercept, so we just have to put the x equals to 0. That means y is equals to -1/2 to 0, -1, right? And that's gonna be y is equals to -1. So that means our y value here, is what? Is -1, but they want a point. So remember that you should give the answer to them as a point. That's gonna be 0, -1, and that is your final answer.